Mobile gacha games have a reputation for being pay-to-win money sinks, and Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links is no exception. From expensive paywalls with selection boxes and structure deck exclusive cards, you'll find yourself busting out the wallet for top-tier cards that apply to every deck. And, of course, even the cards available to players require an intense grinding session, with 3 copies of high-rarity cards costing up to 21,000 gems. But despite this, I believe that rush duels are incredibly welcoming to new players, so I set out to prove it. Not only would I avoid spending any money, but I take things a step further. I'm going to hit King of Games, the highest PvP rank, without opening a single pack of cards. It may sound impossible, but not all hope is lost. Players are able to obtain 1 copy of every structure deck without spending any real money. The cards in each deck are guaranteed, meaning no gacha is involved. After purchasing the structure decks, I cobbled together this list and headed onto the ladder. Day 1 went pretty well. As a returning player, I start off in Silver 4, and at this point, it only takes 2 consecutive wins to rank up, and the Duel Links rank system has no rank down. Even if I lose 10 games in a row, if I can string together consecutive wins, I will move up. I certainly lost more than I won, but by the end of the stream, I had managed to climb halfway through gold, where players now need 3 consecutive wins. Having covered more than half the ranks needed to finish the challenge, I called it a day, confident in my ability to advance even further. But I was mistaken. Day 2 saw loss after loss after loss. While I did eventually get lucky and hit gold 4, I knew this wasn't sustainable, and the biggest culprit was Widespread Ruin. This card is easily the best in the game. Investing my entire hand, building up a boss monster, only to have it be destroyed is a devastating, game-ending maneuver that can only be stopped by drawing and using my own copy of Widespread Ruin. But you'll notice, I don't have it. This card is a guaranteed drop from a bundle, just like the structure decks, so why not include it? Unfortunately, though the card itself is guaranteed, the bundle comes with 17 packs of the latest box, and if it opens a pack, it is banned. I'm going to clear the game without interacting with the gacha system. But not all hope was lost. I did have one way to improve my deck. You see, earlier, I mentioned that players get access to 1 copy of the structure decks for free. However, due to a special campaign, Konami was giving out a 2nd copy of the Light Machine structure deck. As I tested out the improvements to my deck, I accidentally hit gold 5 off stream, which was a promising sign. However, when I keyed in for day 3 of streaming, I simply wasn't able to hit the mark. The final rank, King of Games, still eluded me. Rather than 3 in a row, getting out of gold now needs 5 consecutive wins. If you brick, you're back to square 1. If my opponent resolves Widespread Ruin, I'm probably losing the game. Even with an 80% win rate, poor sequencing could prevent a player from reaching that final rank. But I was determined. I set myself a goal. Day 4 would be the last. The stream would not end until the challenge was done. Here are the duels that got me to King of Games. Hammer Crush. Of course, they immediately have the out. Hammer Crush is going to destroy my barrier, no questions asked. Unless they don't even need to. If they have something like an Ancient Arise Dragon, they wouldn't have to worry about my barriers at all. However, discarding an Aqua, if they have a Seahorse Carrier, they just got a free +1 from the Hammer Crush. Summon Skull. Do they have a debuff though? They are going to crash. All they have is a 1400 and a lone set card. Pocket Pikachu is online. Activate the effect. Return Paku. Add Wolf. I actually did not even need to do that. I'm a big dumb idiot. Here we go. Barriers are more common than recitals, so we're gonna swing in with Tough Striker. But it looks like it's a spell card. we are getting an absolutely crazy push. With only 2,000 life points, things are looking up for us. Prima Gatarna. Are they willing to pay 1,000 life points for this? Do they have another boss monster? No, but they do have another set card. Okay. I think this is okay. They only have 1,000 life. If we draw well enough, we can get out 2 boss monsters capable of swinging into the Kanas for game. Show me some good cards. Well, that is perfect. They have a board of 0 attack monsters. Shield and Sword, and incredible draw. Swing into Prima Gatarna, and it's over. I don't think Red Fire is a Roman we've played against yet today. Oh, it's Red Fire. Oh, hi. Okay. Red Fire is Red Fire. I didn't even, it took me a second to connect the dots. 600. Debuffing Avant Wolf. I appreciate the game Red Fire. Dark Magician. Not necessarily a card we want to see on turn number 1. However, it is a card we should probably be setting. The idea here is if our opponent is on Dragonic Resonance, and they only have Gravity Pest Dragon as their boss monster, they won't be able to exceed the 2,000 threshold, and Dark Magician can get in on the next turn. Unfortunately, they do have Dragonic Slayer. But why would you get rid of 2 Twin Dragon? Because they're able to use their entire hand efficiently. So, what monster will I get to keep? Silverwolf or Aim Eagle? Oh, and thank you for the follow. Okay, so I need to summon the Light Sorcerer if I want to use the effect, which I definitely do. Let's weaken Slayer. Then skill. I think we need to get rid of the dealer here, as we can Aim Eagle. So the sorcerer was to get us out of barrier range. We go 1-2. But I mean, it's not like barrier is a huge deal when we have a 3,500 tough striker. That said, next we have Silverwolf, who can debuff even further. Let's make sure that Slayer is as low as possible. Bring in Tough Striker number 2, and swing into Slayer. Hopefully it's not Widespread Ruin, and it's not. However, we now have a new problem. If that is not a Widespread Ruin, it might be Dragonic Pressure, instantly wiping my field of the 2 level 7 monsters I invested so much to bring in. Gravity Press. That can deal with one of them, but not both. Dragonic Slayer, same story. Do I have another Aim Eagle? I do not. And now we have an issue. If that new set card is the Widespread, things are not going to be looking good for us. We could Mystic Dealer, Desperado the Magic Juggler, try to get into a new draw. But I think Silverwolf makes more sense. Debuffing to 21 does at least let us play around barriers. Oh, and of course, the Ace Breaker would have been the very next draw. The exact card we needed. And now things start to look a little less great. So had we done the Ace Breaker with Dealer, we would have been able to summon it out, pop the Slayer, and then win. All we need to do is see Shield and Sword. We get 2 shots here. Draw. Magical Stream is not good enough. And with 3,900, we are in a ton of danger to a pressure play. Incredibly unfortunate. Wait, can we Dealer? Oh, this is a dangerous play. 1, 2, 3, 4 of my 7 boss monsters are down. But so are their Slayers and their Twin Edge. All 3 Twin Edge are gone, which means I should be safe to wall up. I think this to be true. If they have no Twin Edge dragons, the pressure combo becomes much more difficult to land. My magical stream is gone. More back row, but that's okay. Dragon's Inferno, I don't mind. We're just trying to not see piercing damage. Okay, 4 shots. We just need to find shield and sword. We whiff again. There's nothing we can do. We set the tiger, and we pass it over. Now, how many limit 3 cards have we seen? 1 picture, and that is it. We know that they could be running the multi-strike Dragon Dragius, but they don't have a Twin Edge, unless they have a monster reincarnation. Okay, Double Doom. However, our board is gone. Our life points, though, are safe. Here's a Dark Sword Magician. We have to wait 1 more turn. Pass. Dragius can only deal 2,500, unless they're running 2 copies of it. Shield and Sword is somewhere in my bottom 6 cards. We'll get 3 shots on the next turn, and that may be our final chance. Assuming we manage to survive this. Double Doom. Okay. Battling. Alrighty. What is next? Shield and Sword is here. I activate my effect. Slayer now has 0 attack. Pocket 2 is up next. Activate the effect. Let's return Pocket 2 and grab a 1300. Then, my opponent controls 2 level 7 monsters, meaning I can special summon Dark Sword Magician. But that's not all. They might have a Widespread Ruin set. So, here comes Dark Magician Girl as well. With 2 2,500 attack point monsters, we are able to get over the Slayer guaranteed. If they go for a Yami Ruler Lock, we are golden. If they don't though, things aren't looking as up. Actually, hold on. We don't have access to a light monster, so we can't bring out the 3,500 Ace Breaker. This is looking rough, but we have a play. Aim Eagle. Reveal Ace Breaker. We need to get rid of this barrier, as our only chance is with this. Ace Breaker's effect. We can destroy the Kime Ruler and then swing in. There is a chance they have the Widespread Ruin, but nothing triggers. Harpy Lady suggests they are playing Blue Falcon formation. And here we see it. The skill triggers and brings me down to 1,700. Any tribute monster is going to be able to deal with me. Masaki. Okay, a Kime Ruler is pretty strong here. But it's Yami Ruler. Are they going to delay directive or simply swing over? Masaki's not strong enough to deal with the Ace Breaker, so they head into battle. I take 2,300. Ultimate Bond returns Barrier to the deck to play around Dark Ruler Battle Slash. Then Amigal will be boosting my Tough Striker well beyond any type of trap. Then of course, Dark Magician Girl as well is going to be able to destroy Masaki. Let's enter battle. They have a trap. It has to be the Dark Ruler's Battle Slash like I mentioned earlier. They set a new card. And pass. Even if they have Widespread Ruin, this should be game. Summon Juggler. Set. We just want to make sure. Battle. Swing. This is it. We have 4 wins. Can we reach King of Games? Okay. And Mike concedes. Thank you, Magic Mike. With that, we have hit King of Games.